Welcome to Dermbiz, where we hope your revenues are up in your private practice and your expenses are down. Why do two similar private practices produce such different results? One thrives with motivated providers, the other drags along. The answer often lies in how people are paid. In this episode, we're going to dig into how compensation matters. Charlie Munger once said that show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome. In dermatology, that's not philosophy, it's business reality. Today, let's talk about why compensation design matters and why it can make or break your relationships with your team. I'll show you how bad incentives breeds conflict and how good incentives creates alignment, backed by MGMA data and a little bit of Warren Buffett wisdom. Picture this. A practice hires a talented nurse practitioner. To attract her, the owner offers a high guaranteed salary. No production bonus. At first it feels great, but soon the NP notices she gets paid the same whether she sees 25 patients or 35 patients. Naturally, she begins doing less, leaving early, coming in later, saying no to any add-ons. The owner, meanwhile, grows frustrated. The clinic isn't covering the salary. The NP's goals, less stress, same pay, now clashes with the owner's goals, more growth. Both are working hard, but in the opposite direction. Warren Buffett once warned that poor pay plans reward the wrong behavior. A mediocre performer, he said, can earn gobs of money from ill-designed arrangement. That's exactly what happens when we decouple pay from performance. MGMA data calls this the productivity paradox. In salary-heavy systems, providers become less sensitive to volume because extra effort breeds no reward. Over time, motivation fades and both productivity and morale slide. Now imagine that if that NP's pay grew with production, a base salary plus a bonus or a percentage of collections. Suddenly, owner and provider win together. The more the clinic earns, the more the NP earns. This shift transforms everything. Providers willingly take extra patients, work more efficiently, and treat growth as their success too. The owner stops resenting high salaries and starts celebrating high productivity. That's alignment. It's how Berkshire Hathaway pays its managers. Cash for performance, not empty promises. Buffett avoids generic stock options. He rewards real results. In your clinic, that means rewarding revenue, quality, and patient outcomes, not just showing up. Charlie Munger put it best. Never ever think about something else when you should be thinking about the power of incentives. If your pay structure discourages effort, it's time to rethink it. Support for the Dermbiz show comes from EasyDerm. If you're a dermatologist or part of a dermatology practice, you know how critical it is to have tools that make your workflow seamless. EasyDerm is revolutionizing dermatology with its intuitive EHR solutions, designed specifically to simplify your practice operations and give you more time to focus on patient care. Their system isn't just easy to use, it's built with dermatologists in mind, making it the perfect choice for practices looking to streamline and grow. Want to learn more? Head over to EasyDerm.com to see how they can help you elevate your practice to the next level. And here's a little insider tip. Tell them the Dermbiz show sent you. Also, before we jump back in, here's a quick reminder to make sure you're connected with us on all of our other social media platforms. We share other content on those platforms that's going to help you grow and build your private practice. We believe that we need more doctors in leadership positions in private practice ownership, and we believe that our content is going to help you get to where you need to go. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on all of those platforms. All right, thanks for listening, and another big shout out to EasyDerm. Now let's get back to the show. Here's a proven model, a base salary plus percentage of personal collections. For example, a PA may earn a modest base plus 25% of what they generate after overhead. Every biopsy, cosmetic procedure, or follow-up adds to both the clinics and their income. That's a shared incentive. MGMA data shows this works. Among groups that use incentives, the most common are percent of collections, productivity bonuses, or per work RVU payments. The structure varies, but the philosophy is constant. Reward the behavior you want. When you do, something powerful happens. Providers act like owners. They start thinking about efficiency in marketing and patient retention because it directly benefits them. MGMA's latest report confirms this shift. As of 2023, 51% of practices pay NPs and PAs using a mix of salary and incentives, while 39% use pure salary, and 42% of those salary-only practices say they plan to add incentive bonuses soon. Why? Because it works. MGMA's 2024 data shows mid-levels in physician-owned private practices earn more and produce more than those in hospitals. The reason? Private clinics tend to tie pay directly to productivity. In numbers, the median base for PAs is around $115,000, but total compensation jumps to $125,000 to $135,000 when bonuses kick in. That 10 to 20% difference drives effort and retention. Practices that align with performance grow faster and have happier, more engaged providers. Buffett has built his empire by aligning interests. He famously avoids pay that isn't tied to results, saying, "The skin in the game changes behavior." His approach is simple. Don't reward showing up, reward results. Charlie Munger's mantra still applies to every business owner. Show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome. If your system rewards effort and growth, you'll get both. If it rewards comfort and complacency, you'll get that too. One of Buffett's sayings drives this point home. Never ask a barber if you need a haircut. People act in their own financial interests. Structure pay that your provider's financial interests align with the practice's success, and watch the difference. So ask yourself, do your incentives align your team's goals with yours? The best compensation structures leave no daylight between provider success and practice success. Maybe it's time to add a production bonus, tweak a percentage, or start tracking metrics like collections per FTE. Your best people want to be rewarded for working hard. Give them that path. When incentives are right, energy returns to the practice. Providers stay late, look for efficiency, and care about outcomes. When incentives are wrong, everyone just counts the hours. Remember, incentives aren't just numbers, they're signals. They tell your team what matters. Design them wisely and you'll see growth and satisfaction, and loyalty follows naturally. As Buffett might say, it's simple, not easy, but get the incentives right and the outcomes take care of themselves. Because in the end, show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome. And that's a wrap for this episode of the Dermbiz Show. We hope you found today's discussion insightful and packed with value to help you navigate the challenges of running your private practice. We'd love to hear from you. Is there a specific topic you'd like us to cover or a question you want answered? Reach out to us at thedermbiz@gmail.com or drop us a message on social media. Your input helps us tailor the show to what matters most to you and your practice. Speaking of social media, don't forget to follow us on all of our platforms for updates, bonus content, and tips to keep your practice running smoothly. And of course, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. Thanks for tuning in today, and we can't wait to have you join us again the next time. Until then, take care, keep thriving, and we'll see you the next time on The Dermbiz Show.